Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Hey, welcome to Finish Strong Friday, part of the USANI United USA Leadership Group. So glad to be part of this group, and we've really gotten a lot of wonderful information, connecting with other people, other leaders, and doing this business, this wonderful, incredible business that we've been involved with for over 20 years. Can you believe it, Barbara?
Oh, it's been amazing. It's been quite a ride. We've loved it.
Raised a family and retired from my chiropractic practice, and now we've been doing this and having so much fun with it. And now that I'm, quote, retired, I just love doing this because the residuals keep coming in and we get a chance to do what we want to do. And so it's been a great ride. So we're going to share with you a little bit different spin on Finish Strong Friday. What we're aiming for is to show you finish strong with your initial meeting, interview, prospect, whatever, so that I have to keep reminding myself to look at the upper light of the camera.
Yeah, and I'm making notes so I can show you something in a minute. That's why I'm not watching the camera.
Right. So finish strong with the initial meeting. That way, typically what we have been shown and taught for many years is on Friday, that's when you want to get the help somebody move up a rank or get their check or finish up an order that you didn't get started, or to promote. Like, for example, there's a reset promotion right now. So this, on a Friday, what we typically do is we try to get all that activity rolled up, wrapped up in Friday so that we can finish Friday strong, which is not a bad thing. But what we're going to do is put a little bit different spin on it. We're going to say, let's finish strong with the initial interview so that on Friday, we can take a look at, hey, this is what we've accomplished this week so far. Take a look at what we're doing next week. So we've been looking at a variety of sales. I mean, bottom line is, hey guys, let's not fool each other. This is sales, no doubt about it. Persuasion or helping people get what they want, because in order for us, I mean, we've had the interview set up because they want something. So we want to deliver something. And the sales trainings that we've gotten from Eric Worre from Dale Carnegie, and for example, Eric Worre says, if you start the close in the beginning, when you first start, it's going to be a whole lot easier to close. Matt Jonas and his little DVDs that he put out not too long ago for $5 a piece or whatever, he also mentioned, start out strong by closing at the beginning, not at the end. Also, we've learned from DSWA, Nikki Keohoho, and also in a great book. You guys remember this one here? Some of you don't remember it, but
let me get up to the camera. Michael Oliver. Anybody ever read that? We did this years ago.
Yeah, Natural, How to Sell Network Marketing Without Fear, Anxiety, or Losing Your Friends. But what we learned from him and from Keohoho and even Dale Carnegie, Matt Jonas, Eric Worre, and all that, is got to ask a lot of questions and listen. Too often we get ready to say, we go like, okay, oh, you have arthritis in your knee. Hey, if I could show you your way, would you? And we just found that doesn't work. It just doesn't work.
It's too fast.
Yeah. So what we've done is we've incorporated a lot of the skills that we've learned over the many, many, many years. And for the last couple of years, we've been using a system called Sandler Sales, Sandler Sales. If you go on YouTube, it's free. It's loaded with all kinds of information. You don't have to buy anything. We don't get any kind of we're not connected with them in any way. It's just that we really love the concept. So what we use in all of our interviews, whether we're initially interviewing them for the first time, or if it's a follow-up, or it's to close. Like, for example, you get an analytical person that really needs to think about it, and they really have to study the information. They have to go on the website. They have to see the science. And they may want an extra window of opportunity to build that trust with us. But the point is, we like to set it up at the beginning so that we can finish strong at the beginning. So here's the system that we use.
And I'll show you this so that you have an outline to go with. So it's called an upfront contract. And what we do, and I'm blocking you, Norm.
It's okay.
How do we do? There we go. Upfront contract. So the first thing we do is we make sure. Let's suppose you've got an appointment today with somebody, and you've already said, yep, we're going to meet at the coffee shop, whatever. For some reason, you've set this appointment. So when you get to the coffee shop, they get to the apartment, the coffee shop, you first say, hey, do your small talk. And then you say, hey, let's make sure we're both on the same time limit here. What kind of a time window do you have today? Whatever your wording, it's your wording, make it yours. And they say, oh, I've got an hour. I got to get out of here by 11:30 Mountain Time. Okay, great. Hey, no problem. I'll keep that in mind and do that.
Yeah, and the other good thing about getting the time frame, sometimes people, this has happened often, is we'll get to the appointment, whether it's in the phone call or the coffee shop, and they say, hey, I've only got 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then we need to rethink how we're going to do it. But go ahead, Barb.
Right. No, that's really important, because if I'm thinking an hour and they're thinking 15 minutes, whoa, we've got to rearrange that. So first thing is agree on the time. The next thing you're doing an upfront contract is, why are you here? Sometimes we've sat with people and we've talked for an hour before we use this, and we never got anywhere by the end of the hour. But if at the beginning we say, tell me, why did you say yes to this appointment? Why did you agree to meet with me for coffee? What would you love to get out of this? What's one thing you'd like to walk away with today that you'll really feel like this has been time well spent? And then we listen. Oh, well, we talked about health and wellness, and we're starting 2019. I want to really get my health in order, whatever it is that they want. Or, gosh, just went through the holidays. I've got all these extra bills. I'm really looking to find a way to get those bills paid quickly. You said you had a business. Whatever their agenda is. And it's important their agenda, because if they're coming there just to, shoot the breeze and spend an hour, you need to know that. If they're coming on health, they're coming on business, you need to know that too. So what's their agenda? And then it's what's my agenda? What's our agenda when we sit down? And I'll say something like, great, glad to hear you're interested in nutrition and wellness. So my job today, what I'd like to do today is hear from you. Is it okay with you if I ask a lot of questions? Is it okay with you if we really delve into more about what great health would look like for you? I'm looking for a yes from them. I'm looking for something that says, that's my agenda, because at the end of this, I may have a solution for them. I may not. So it's important that I let them know what my agenda is also. And then the no, yes. And what that looks like is, so we've committed to the time, they've given me what they'd like to get out of the meeting, I've told them what my role will be in the meeting, and now I'm going to tell them, at the end of this meeting, at the end of the hour, we'll give it about 55 minutes, what I will probably do is I'm going to ask you some questions. I may give you a solution. At the end of that solution, you may say, no, I'm really not interested in what you have to offer. No, I don't think that would work for me. No, whatever. And I want you to know, prospect, I want you to know that it's okay for you to tell me no. Will you agree that if you're not comfortable with the next step that you tell me no? Are you comfortable telling me no? Yes? Okay, great. I want them to know that it's okay, that the relationship is more important than their yes. Okay, so that's the first no. The second no is, prospect, we may get to the end of this meeting and I may listen and really understand what you're wanting, and I may not be a fit for you. I may not be the right solution. I may not have that to offer. Is it okay with you if I tell you no? And then they say, yeah, that's fine. And then the yes, which is, but know what happens most of the time when I meet with people? We sit, we talk, I find out what you want, I help connect the dots to your next step. And people say, wow, this sounds great. Yes, let's move forward. Let's do this thing. It sounds like you really understand what I'm looking for. And so at the end of this meeting, no, and yes, that's what I'm looking for. So
we say, does that sound fair to you? That way they can either clarify, what do you mean no, yeah, what do you mean, that way we allow them the space to say no, but we also set it up so they can say yes.
Exactly.
And we use the fair in there because we're at the same level that they are. You know, they're not, oh, Mr. Prospect, or we are the ones that we stay at the same level.
Yes. And then the last step, before we even get into asking the questions, is, and what's our next step? We're setting up, we're already establishing that next step, that clear future, another upfront contract, which would sound something like, okay, great. So what we'll do in the next 45 minutes that we have, we're going to be asking you a lot of questions about this, restating their agenda. At the end of that time, we may give you a proposal. We may not. You have, you know, we'll look at that at this time. And then our next step may be, if you say yes, is to schedule the next appointment to, you know, move forward depending on what we hear from you. Fair enough? Okay, great. And then we go into the discovery. And we showed this book earlier. This was probably 10, 12 years ago. We learned about asking questions, not being in a hurry to get, you know, to make a proposal or make a, you know, this is our solution. Like Norman said earlier, when someone says, I've got knee pain, oh, here, have some Percocet. No. You have knee pain? Oh, tell me more about that. How long have you been having that? And then using DSWA, Nikki Kyohoho, who, what, when, where, and how. How long have you had that? What instigated it? What have you done that has helped it? What have you done that doesn't? Asking all those questions before we give a solution. So that's the upfront contract, and we use it at all levels of the sales process. We use it, actually I think we probably even use it with each other at times, going through, okay, so you're leaving, what time will you be back? What are you gonna do? You know, all those things. So I hope that makes sense.
Also, if you're doing the Finish Strong Friday with the intention of, hey, today I'm gonna call so-and-so to see if they wanna move up a rank or if they need more volume to get a check, or on the promotion, we also do the same thing. We'll give them a call and say, hey, listen, if you got just a minute here, I'd like to share a promotion. I know that you're really excited about Nutrimeal or the reset or whatever. Is this a good time to talk? If it is, then we say, okay, so I don't want to take too much of your time here, but how much time do you have? Can I take 15 minutes or do we need 20 minutes or what? You know, this is fine. I've got a half an hour. Okay, great. I'll say, so what we'd like to do is you were talking about, their agenda, or got the time. Their agenda could be, you know, we've noticed that you have been using or excited about the Nutrimeal reset, whatever. How are you doing with the reset, and how are you doing with the Nutrimeal, and are you close to running out, or something, to find out. Oh yeah, their agenda could be, well, you know, I love the product. I'm losing some weight, but I need some more, or I'd like to find out more information about the Nutrimeal, or whatever it is. Get their agenda, because that way you want them to feel like they're in control. Mm-hmm. And our agenda is, well, I don't want to take up a whole lot of your time today. I just want to let you know that there's a promotion going on, or you're only $15 away from a check, or hey, you know, blah, 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 to get the next rank. So that's what we'd like to share with you. Is that fair? Yes, it is. Okay. And then real quickly, just do what I have to share with you. You may not be interested, or we may not be able to help you, but most people, when we call, we can share with them some information to get them excited about saving some money or adding to what they're already doing. Is that fair if we say we do it this way? And then we follow it up with the, okay, so what's next is, can I share with you what the promotion is about? Oh yeah, okay, so here's the promotion. Reset, and share that information. That way we're setting up a clear future. They don't feel like they're gonna be bamboozled or forced or whatever. Right up front, we're setting a clear future. And it's just so transparent, just to be totally upfront and honest with people.
Yeah, in that call, if you say to someone, okay, your agenda is, you've told me in the past that you want to lose some weight. My agenda is I want to tell you about some new promotions. The no, yes is, you know, it may be that you're not interested in the new product, or you're not interested in the buy one, get one free, and that's okay with me. If you tell me no, I'm okay. Are you comfortable doing that? That to me has been so key in moving forward. It lets down the people's guard. And it also helps me be more comfortable with things that I'm uncomfortable, because many of us are uncomfortable getting a no, but it sets it up so I'm comfortable with that. So thank you, John and Sherry and Esther, for being on the live. I don't know if you have any questions for us. If you do, please put them in the chat box. We'd be happy to give you more information on it. So again, this is Sandler, S-A-N-D-L-E-R training is where we learned about the upfront contract. And you can get some great live videos online on YouTube, right?
YouTube, yeah.
So you can go to Sandler training and look for upfront contract, and I'm sure you're going to see some videos on that, having people explain it, as well as some of the other things that they talk about.
Yeah, they got some books out also available, but you can read about it. And, you know, we're not promoting this system. It's just that
it's working for us.
It's working for us. We're excited about it, and it's free. So what the heck, you know? I mean, you can use Eric Worre or you know, there's a bunch of people out there that have some really good information. We just kind of, you know, coalesced it all together and brought it together, and using all that information to move forward. So,
okay.
Happy New Year. Hope you have a great one. And if you have questions, you know, this chat will be available live forever, and you can always ping us, and we'd be happy to chat with you.
Okay. Have a great day. Great Friday. Enjoy your weekend.
Happy New Year.
Okay, bye.